Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 65th Annual Canadian Society of Cinematographers Award. Please welcome our president, George Willis.
We're back, so here we are. All right, let's get the show rolling and the awards into the hands of the well-deserving few. She's a stand-up comic whose energetic and biographical brand of humor has brought the house down at comedy clubs across North America. In 2017, she won the Comedy Works Invitational in Montreal. She was proclaimed the 2020 Breakout Comic of the Year at the iHeart Jokes Award, and just last year was the winner of Just for Laughs 2021 Stand-Up and Pitch Competition. She's been featured at the Winnipeg Comedy Festival, on Sirius XM Radio, and on Just for Laughs New Wave series seen on CBC Gem. She's the creator and producer of Slut Parade, a sex-positive comedy that played to sold-out audiences in Toronto. She also tickles the funny bone as a writer on the ever-popular award-winning series Letterkenny. Everyone, please welcome this evening's host, who says that Dave Chappelle makes her mind explode. The exceptionally funny and very talented Allie Pearce.
Oh my goodness. Wow, don't you guys clean up nice? Holy. Lovely to be here. Thank you so much. Good evening and welcome to the 65th Annual Canadian Society of Cinematographers Awards Show. Oh my gosh. My name is Allie Pearce. I'll be your host for this evening. Thank you. I'm a stand-up comedian, I'm a writer and an actor. You might recognize my work from Letterkenny, Just for Laughs, or as the anonymous corpse in the hit reenactment show, Unexpected Killers. Has anybody here worked on that show? Okay, not familiar with my body of work, no pun intended. Tonight, we are here together to celebrate excellence in Canadian filmmaking. It's really lovely to be here in person. Last year, this event was held over Zoom, so not quite the same, but nothing really beats winning an award without your pants on. I think we can all agree on that. But we're back, which is amazing. We don't have to wear masks, which is also really nice. Yeah, I don't like them. You can't tell who's hot and who's not, you know? It's like, how do we know who to be nice to? It's kind of crazy. I will say the upside to virtual events was that you could mute yourself. So please keep in mind that we can hear you. If you have something snarky to say, just speak up, okay? We want everyone to hear, so. And of course, if you lose to another nominee this year, we can also see your reaction. So again, keep in mind you can't just shut your laptop and claim that your internet failed, okay? So the only one that failed was you, so. I'm joking. Tonight is not about winning or losing. It's about the open bar, right? Oh, it's not an open bar. Okay, so there goes my paycheck. I hope to bring some fun, some joy, some energy to this evening. It should be easy enough to do with such nominated projects such as Catching a Serial Killer, Bruce MacArthur, Die Like a Dog, and of course, Guilty Party, the episode titled Crazy Bitches Who Kill. Hilarious. Good times. The title of a project is so important, and I have to say that although I wasn't able to watch them all, I felt a very personal connection to a lot of the projects. They felt, I don't know, like biographical. For example, The Northwater is nominated this evening for an episode titled We Men Are Wretched Things. I was surprised to discover this was not a biography about my exes. That was a surprise for me. Bobby Shore is nominated for his work on Charlotte Cardin's music video Meaningless. Yes, that's right. I assumed this would be about my paychecks from doing stand-up. Keep in mind, this of course applies to you. Meaningless really just is the hours you're told you're going to be on set any given day. I do have a bone to pick with one of the project's titles. Farhad Qadiri is nominated for his work on the commercial spot Fear No Age. I suppose my only note would be fear no age, unless, of course, you are a woman in the entertainment industry. This year, and this is very exciting, we have the most female nominees of any other year at the CSC. Yeah. It's great. There are 5 extremely talented women who are nominated: Sarah Mashara, Iris Ng, Morgana McKenzie, Gabriella Osia Van Den, and Claudine Sauvé. Congratulations to you all. I think it's evident as an industry we need to do more to create equal opportunities for the women in this field. But on the bright side, all the girlies can squeeze into an Uber after the show. So sometimes it pays to be in a male-dominated industry. And who knows, by this time next year, maybe we'll be able to fill a van. I mean, we'll see, right? So this is the point in the evening during the opening remarks where we turn our attention to those who died during last year. Bummer. It's, the memorial portion of the evening. However, this year the CSC did not lose anyone in the community, which is kind of ironic. So next time you're on set and you get annoyed about COVID protocols, just keep in mind that we're not looking at a picture of you on a screen right now, okay? Give it up for COVID. I'd like to take a moment to give a warm and heartfelt thank you to the CSC CEO who produced this show, Susan Saranchuk. She is an absolute force who knows how to get things done and is the fairy godmother of cinematographers. Obviously, she can work miracles because she got you all out of your ball caps and into your ball gowns. So thank you, Susan. She even made a miracle happen for me. She got me employed. Let's keep in mind we need to wrap this up by midnight, otherwise this outfit turns into sweatpants. I know I've been very charming so far, but I need you guys to know that I'm not interested in dating a cinematographer, so I want you guys to keep that in mind. Don't get any ideas and come talk to me after the show, okay? I've tried dating cinematographers, and every time I open myself up and I'm like, I love you, they're just like, copy that, so it's not for me, right? The final straw for me when I was dating a cinematographer was I overheard him telling his gaffer he needed more redheads. It's like, okay, that is not a look that works for me. You guys are laughing at my trauma. That's not nice. All right, I think we are ready to start this show. And yes, please, clap. I love that. I'm very excited to introduce your first presenter for the evening. Kicking us off is one of Canada's finest episodic television producers, whose formidable credit list spans more than 30 years and includes the highly popular and critically acclaimed sci-fi mystery series, The Expanse. He's currently working on his next sci-fi extravaganza series titled Beacon 23, presenting the Theatrical Feature Cinematography Award and the Non-Theatrical Feature Cinematography Award. Everyone, please give a hearty and warm welcome to the extraordinary Manny Danelon.
Sorry, it's part of my uniform. Hopefully it's not the pandemic, but the endemic, so I'm hoping for that. Please, 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 please. At the end of the day, can I just be honest? Can I just say that COVID sucks? Thank you. I am done. So I just wanted to do a panorama, so to prove that we are actually here tonight, so I could share that with all my friends on Facebook. Thank you very much. Just wanted to let you know that the board of directors of the CSC are going to do a multiple choice test. There's a document that's 107 pages long. So before you leave, you'll be doing that test, and nobody will leave without getting a perfect score. And we all know who's going to get the perfect score, our partner and our partner in crime, because they've heard about us complain how often do you know what the show's doing? Do you know what we're doing? Do you know what we're not doing? Anyways, I got to tell you, this has been one of the toughest 2 years of our lives. But I just want to say thank you to all of you that have made it possible for us to do what we do. and you deserve the accolades that we all give you, because without you, we could not have done it. So I just want to say thank you very much. And the nominees for theatrical feature film cinematography are...
Theatrical feature cinematography. Guy Godfrey, CSC, Wildhood.
Pepperoni, bacon, cheese. Yes.
Daniel Grant, CSC, Night Raiders. Mike McLaughlin, Hands That Bind. Sarah Michera, Drunken Birds, Les Oiseaux Ivres. Craig Robleski, CSC, The Unholy.
Pretty amazing work. And the winner is Sarah Nazari.
It's really nice to be here for my first time. So this is a film I wrote, also co-wrote, so it's a very personal film for me. And I shot it on 35 anamorphic with Panavision B-series lenses. And I have to say that that's like bucket list. I think everyone can agree. So after thanking the director, Ivan Gurevich, and our producers, Kim McCraw and Luc Derry, for supporting me in my wildest dreams, I want to thank Panavision, and Adam Austin is here, and also Mike Carter, for really making that happen. And in fact, there's a 50 mil that got lost in some transport, and they actually sent me another one. And so you guys all know what a big deal that can probably be for them. I want to thank my colorist, Jérôme Cloutier, who did an amazing job in the film lab at Mel's. Shout out to Sessler with their amazing team who are out here supporting me tonight. And thank you to the CSC, of course, and congratulations to all the other nominees. And since I'm here, and I think I might be the first woman to be winning this award, I want to say that I have made a personal pledge in the past few years to hire more women in technical roles on film. And actually, a couple of days ago, I was on a commercial, and for the first time in my life, we actually had parity on set. There was, Mike Grips Electrics, camera team, it was 50-50. First time in my life. It feels like a pretty big achievement for me. So I've made a pledge to hire more women, and I'm sure a lot of you are doing that, but I encourage you to do it more. And if you don't know a woman to hire, I'm taking on interns. You guys can take on interns. We can normalize the film community and make it a less stressful and intimidating place for many people, I think. So I just want to take this opportunity to encourage you all. And thank you.
The nominees for non-theatrical feature cinematography are
Non-Theatrical Feature Cinematography. Serge de Rossier, CSC, Big
Il est
Five.
temps d'aller trouver les orphelins. Comme le lion, Sky a la noblesse et l'autorité pour mener un clan. Comme le buffle, Mika allie le calme à la force.
In troop history,
Sami Anaya, CSC, 8-Bit Christmas.
Jake Doyle! You can put it on the board! Yes! Oh, so many people to thank. My friends, my family, the Nintendo Corporation. This year's first prize, the best we've had in years. Are you ready, Jake? A brand new set of World Book encyclopedias!
Adam Madzrik, The Family.
We stand here in the house of Etan, on the precipice of the most holy of unities, to witness the amalgamation of both kith and kin.
Robert McLaughlin, CSC ASC, Night Books.
Ta-da. Whoa! This is so cool. How's... I mean, wow! It can't be.
Alan Poon, CSC, Awake.
Mommy, I'm okay. Oh my God!
Mom, the door's flooding! What do we do? Quick!
You okay?
Come on, Mom.
It's okay, I'm right here. Everything's gonna be okay. Come towards mommy. Okay, right now, come towards mommy. Come on. It's gonna be okay. Go. Get out there. Come on, no, get out.
I can't. Right now, stop.
And the winner is Adam Madzrik, The Family.
I'm speechless. Honestly, I'm proud of myself for making it here in one piece. I cannot confirm nor deny that I watched about 17 YouTube videos on how to tie this tie, but I still managed to mess it up somehow. But no one said it was easy, honestly, and the same could be said about filmmaking. And I just wanted to thank a lot of people for this film. I want to start off with thanking the CSC and its jury members. It's an honor to be up here for my first feature, and in the presence of so many people here that I admire so much. I'd like to also thank our director, producer, writer, Dan Slater, Adam Booth, for bringing me on board. It's notoriously hard to land a first feature film, and Dan and Adam really pushed to have me on this film, which meant a lot to me. I'd also like to thank Jen, Mallette, and the whole team at William F. White's for supporting this film and for supporting me as a young upcoming filmmaker since the beginning of my career. It really means a lot to me. And I'd also like to just thank my team at Sessler, who I'm sitting with tonight. They've supported me since a young age, and I'm just so grateful for everything. And last but not least, I'd like to thank my colorist, Clinton Homuth, and my DIT, Jeff Mogadam. We built a few custom LUTs for the film, and honestly, the film would have been anything without them. And I'd like to just raise a glass to all the colorists that are here with us today for making us look better than we actually are.
Our next presenter has been a wonderful friend and a helping hand to the CSC for decades. Tonight, she's kindly consented to do some heavy lifting by presenting 3 awards: the Fritz Spiess Award for Commercial Cinematography, the Music Video Cinematography Award, and the Dramatic Short Cinematography Award. Ladies and gentlemen, here's William F. White's National Director of Operations for White's Camera, Jennifer Mallette.
It's such an honor for me to be here tonight presenting these awards, thanks to the CSC, and also just wonderful to be in person with everyone once again after a too long hiatus. So welcome back, everyone. The nominees for the Fritz Spiess Award for Commercial Cinematography are
Fritz Spiess Award for Commercial Cinematography. Chris Belchevsky, Salomon, Fumito Ganyu. Farhad Gadiri, Baycrest, Fear No Age. Farhad Gadiri, Victoria, Ikno Quikatol. Mark Siebert and Eric Kaskins, IOC, Stronger Together.
When the world stood still, the future uncertain, we kept moving. Competing against ghosts of ourselves.
Mark Siebert and Eric Kaskins, Sick Kids Foundation, Be a Light.
And the winners are Mark Siebert and Eric Kaskins for Sick Kids Foundation, Be a Light.
First of all, we'd like to thank the CSC for this award. Those of you in the room who know me know that I was an AD for 30 years before I recently started shooting. For this, I have to thank my co-cinematographer and director, Mark Siebert. Without his guidance, encouragement, and support, I simply would not be here. Mark and I... Mark and I are grateful for the privilege and challenge of working on the Sick Kids campaigns. They wouldn't happen without the massive amount of effort the crew, cast, and suppliers, and especially the kids and their families, put into them. Special thanks to Rita and Simon at Scouts, Lisa and Kate at Sick Kids, and Craig and James at Cassette. Thanks again.
And we also want to thank our families just for supporting our careers and putting up with our days on the road and all that kind of stuff. We all know it.
Yeah, I meant to thank my family too, but I forgot.
The nominees for Music Video Cinematography are
Music Video Cinematography. Farhad Gadiri, Golden Ladder, performed by Jordan Klassen. Norm Lee, CSC, Sacrifice, performed by The Weeknd.
I hold you through the toughest parts when you feel like it's the end. Cause life is still worth living. Yeah, this life is still worth living. I can break you down and pick you up and fuck like we are friends. But don't be catching feelings. Don't be out here catching feelings. Cause always sacrifice.
Keenan Lynch, Clean Up, performed by Joel.
Let go all our people. Yeah, skin is black. I can barely eat. All the tribulation got me clenching down my teeth. Trying to keep the peace, marching with the peeps. So much living legends and they wanna kill the theme.
Alexandre Nour, La Nuit, performed by Simone Lioza. Bobby Shore, CSC, Meaningless, performed by Charlotte Cardin.
And the winner is Keenan Lynch.
Oh, well, I wasn't expecting that, but first off, I'd like to thank Angelica for bringing me on this project. And you know, it was a heavier themes, and I really connected with it, and I like the approach. And you know, I think we did something really special. I'd also like to thank Kid Studio and Michaela Futsulo. And yeah, I'd also like to thank the team at Sessler and William F. Whites for providing the gear. And I'd like to thank my partner, because she's always there when the good days, the bad days. And yeah, thank you, everyone. And I'm really nervous, but yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
The nominees for Dramatic Short Cinematography are
Dramatic Short Cinematography. Matt Barkley, Die Like a Dog.
Really, kid?
Gentry. That's his name.
Mitchell Baxter, Wildflower.
Every time I close my eyes, I can still see him. It makes me scared to blink. It's okay to let go, Aston.
Gregory Bennett, It's Me, Billy. Gabriella Osio Vanden, Proximity.
And the winner is Mitchell Baxter for Wildflower.
Thank you so much to the CSC for this incredible honor. Foremost, I want to congratulate my fellow nominees. Absolutely stunning work from each of you, and you're all an inspiration to me and are a large part of what makes this community so special. I was lucky enough to be on this project with some genuinely great people. So much love and gratitude to the director and writer on this project, Heather Palazzo. She shared a very personal story of hers, and you know, it was just an amazing thing to be a part of. Our producers on the film, Kent, Maxime, Robin, you guys went above and beyond to make a shoestring budget stretch as far as it possibly could. I want to send a massive thank you to my crew back in Vancouver. This film brought a lot of challenges, including shooting in a glass house, which is not an easy feat from a grip perspective. Phoenix, Ollie, Tom, my colorist Sam Gilling, Tamara Black, you all rock. Lots of love to my partner Tegan back home, and my mom who's probably watching. Huge thank you to Keslo for hosting me for the evening and for all your support throughout the years. I also want to thank Panavision who supported me on this project. And lastly, in the spirit of this, I want to take a moment to highlight a few of my mentors through the year who've really helped me at every step of the way. Leslie Corbett, Tony Mirza, John Joffin. I truly believe in the spirit of giving back, and each of you exemplify this to the fullest. Breaking into this business is not easy, and you guys have all been pivotal in my growth and success. Thank you so much.
To present the next trio of awards, the Camera Assistant Award of Merit, the Craftsperson Technical Award of Merit, and the Student Cinematography Award, is one of Canada's preeminent DPs who's a CSC Award winner himself. He's also the CSC Award Chair and the CSC Membership Co-Chair. Please welcome to the stage the amazing and very busy Arthur Cooper.
This makes me pretty happy. A contemporary. I've known him for a long time. Joe Micamonico is one of the best first camera assistants in the business today. His top-notch technical knowledge is only matched by his exceptional focus-pulling ability. A 30-year veteran, Joe has been an inventive and articulate camera assistant who consistently problem solves. On set, his years of experience give him a professional mastery of the craft while maintaining a welcome sense of humor. This award was announced in 2020, but we got a little bit sidetracked. But we wanted to give it to him in person. It is my privilege to award Joe Micamonico the Camera Assistant Award of Merit for excellence and outstanding professionalism in the performance of AC duties and responsibilities. Joe? Well, you didn't send in your reel or something? We could put it up there for you? Oh, here, I can put the hand to you right here.
Oh, thanks.
Here, that way so you can see it.
All right, thank you. Thank you. First, I have to say it was a surprise for me, 2020, when I got the award. I was like, I don't know who nominated me, so I have to thank Matt Lloyd, who, ASC, CSC. I did a film, Most Dangerous Game, and he nominated me. So I want to thank the CSC as well. And for the most part, I do want to say that for the long 30 years, I do want to thank all the second ACs that helped me out for all these years. And I do want to thank my wife, who has been with me for a little longer than my career, so for all the love and support. Thank you.
The CSC has been trying to grow over the years, and we're constantly looking to improve things and make things better, and to acknowledge the cooperative effort that cinematography entails. We've this year decided to refine the AC Award and expand it a little bit to the group of individuals who help cinematographers create their visions. What did I write here? It takes a team to create a perfect shot. The framing, the movement, the lighting, the focus, and the final color all work together to make a cinematographer's vision reality. To acknowledge these artists we work so closely with, the CSC has crafted a brand new award, the Craftsperson Technical Award of Merit for excellence and outstanding professionalism in the collaborative art of cinematography. Looking through the talented pool of those nominated operators and assistants, gaffers and grips, DITs and colorists from across Canada, the jury had many amazing people to consider. The inaugural recipient of this award embodies excellence and outstanding professionalism, technical expertise, and artistry. Any cinematographer would be happy to have their camera operator on set be Gilles Corbet. His technical acumen and discerning eye are legendary. His creative collaboration with DPs and camera crews have produced outstanding visuals that have fueled his stellar career for the past 35 years. Gilles has twice been nominated for the Camera Operator of the Year by the Society of Camera Operators, most recently for the Academy Award-winning feature, The Shape of Water. Unfortunately, Gilles is unable to be here tonight to accept the award in person, but he sent the following note. I am humbled and honored to be the inaugural recipient of the Craftsperson Technical Award of Merit. I have always respected the CSC for highlighting the great work of Canadian cinematography and the fine talent that it promotes. I hope you all have a great time celebrating the accomplishments of all the gifted colleagues that I have had the pleasure of working with for the past 35 years. All the best, sincerely yours, Gilles Corbet. So, Gilles, wherever you are, I think he's on vacation with his family, so he's such a busy guy, we couldn't have him cancel that. So, hope he's having a good time. The Student Award for Best Cinematography by a student. I'm always astonished by the quality of work submitted by those vying for the Student Cinematography Award. They might be new to their craft, but judging by this year's crop of nominees, some of these students are on the verge of stellar careers. Be prepared to be amazed. The nominees for Best Student Cinematography are
Student Cinematography.
First thing I can remember.
Rohat Raman Joy, Madness of Madeline, Confederation College.
A few days ago, I recalled the sensation of rubbing paper against my left cheek and the distinct smell of old books. Speaking of which, I remember a big book, one from my father's collection of thousands.
Gurmeet Singh, Flowers Wilting, George Brown College. Tony Trong, Alfie, Sheridan
Exploring
College.
the house became our secret daily after-school ritual. Can't explain it, but it always felt like we were supposed to find this place. Like it was our destiny.
The award goes to Gurmeet Singh for Flowers Wilting, George Brown College.
Holy guacamole, I'd say. I would like to thank my parents for being a huge support and by giving me the opportunity to pursue my dream. The CSC for this award and for really helping me grow in this career of ours. And through the mentorship program, my mentors Matt Bendo, Justin Black, Rob Scarborough, who have all been really generous with their time and knowledge. The rest of my crew, Arthur Weitstein, my gaffer, who's been amazing. And of course, not to forget Brittany Sokol, the director, for being a huge collaborator. And because my mom is back in Malaysia, which is now Mother's Day back home, I would just like to take this opportunity to say, Happy Mother's Day, Ma. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Next on this evening's agenda is a taste of reality with the documentary. Oh my God, they're so excited for this award. Wow. Can't blame them. The Documentary Short Format Cinematography Award and the Robert Brooks Award for Documentary Long Format Cinematography. To present the two awards is one of Canada's most innovative documentary filmmakers, who was last year's recipient at the prestigious Don Haig Award and is a Trailblazer Award winner from the Real World Film Festival. She's the co-chair for both Hot Docs and the Ontario chapter of the Documentary Organization of Canada. Everybody, please welcome Lolita Krishna.
Thank you, Allie. How great is it to see everybody in person? I can see you're having such a great time. It was hard to bring you all back here. It's such an honor to present these awards. The nominees for Documentary Short Format Cinematography are
Documentary Short Format Cinematography.
After many Arctic adventures,
the crew were finally able to capture unique footage of polar bears under moonlight.
Ian Kerr, CSC, Earth at Night in Color, Polar Night.
And reveal the secrets of the Arctic night like never before.
Adam Madrick and Mark Bone, Battleground.
How's everything good? Oh, it's beautiful.
As machines tumbled from side to side, we found ourselves between the lines, pulled and stretched across darkened skies, smeared on edges like city lines, seen and yet forgotten.
Morgana Mackenzie, Black River.
As a Christian, sometimes you'll be able to be blessed to have, you know, a really religious dream. You know, just something that you can't explain and you just really wish people could see. And, you know, it's up here and you wish that you could get it on that paper so other people could see it, but you just can't.
Liam Mitchell, Joe Buffalo.
The first day I was sober, it was the solstice. I went to a sweat lodge in Capilano Reserve and just prayed to take this next path.
Jack Wiseman and Gabriella Osiavanden, Nuisance Bear.
And the winner is Liam Mitchell. Accepting for Liam tonight is his agent, Dora Sessler.
Liam was not able to be here, so I have a speech for him. He wanted me to convey the following. Thank you so much to the CSC for this amazing award. I'm sad I can't be there to celebrate with everyone this year, but I'm truly honored to be part of such an inspiring community of cinematographers. Thank you to Director Amar Chabib for asking me to be part of this project, and to producers Max Stannard and Haley Morin for letting me skateboard with Master Primes. Thank you to AC Solomon Chaniqua, colorist Sam Gilling, and Steadicam operators Peter Park and David Tenningswood, for lending their talent to the film. Thank you to my amazing agents and the wonderful family at Sessler, Dora, Jesse, Karen, Michael, Debbie, Mitch, and James. And a huge thank you to Joe Buffalo. He's someone I've known and admired since I was 10 years old, not only for his talents on a skateboard, but for all the struggles he's had to overcome in his life. It's meant a lot to me to be able to help him tell his story, and I'm so grateful for the impact this film has had. Liam. Thank you.
And now, the nominees for the Robert Brooks Award.
Robert Brooks Award for Documentary Long Format Cinematography. Aaron Bernakovich, True West, the John Scott
Usually
story.
when I work on a film, my title role or my job will be that as a wrangler, working with the horses or animals or any kind of animals. You know, a good wrangler works anything from an ant to an elephant in front of the camera. I coordinated a lot of stunts and worked as a stunt coordinator and a stunt man.
There were men going missing from the gay village.
Kieran Crilly, Catching a Serial Killer, Bruce MacArthur.
Police get this call, there's a cannibal within the Greater Toronto area.
We had 300 people at a PAC meeting. I wonder if the serial killer is in the room.
The reality is that the police had no idea what the hell they were dealing with.
Matt Irwin, Chasing Whiskey.
To be a bourbon is a high standard. Jack Daniels makes his whiskey like a bourbon, but then does bourbon one better by adding an extra, very costly step of charcoal mellowing every drop of whiskey to 10 feet of sugar maple charcoal.
Iris Ng, one of ours.
And the award goes to Matt Irwin, Chasing Whiskey.
Thank you, CSC. This is quite an honor. I'd like to just offer congratulations to Iris, Karen, and Aaron. Your work was incredible as well, and I'm humbled to be nominated with you. This film was a deep dive into the world of whiskey making and a global obsession with fringe Americana. It began as a month-long job, and when we wrapped 2.5 years later, it was a labor of love that ended up spanning 7 countries with mainly just a crew of 3, myself and a director and an assistant. So I have to give so much credit to my director and producer, Greg Oliver, who's just a mad genius and a wonderful partner in storytelling, and a very, very good friend. I share this with you, Greg, wherever you are. And we all know we can't really do this alone, so I share this with John Matishak, Peter Alton, Colin Knoll, Mike Simpson, and Dave McFarlane. All these people were just incredible DPs that lended their talents to second unit and some aerials, and I really, really thank them so much for that. I'd like to thank my partner Nancy, she's sitting right over there, for the endless support, and I think we can all echo this, putting up with this crazy business that we all love, all the travel and the late nights, so thank you so much, everybody, really. Dad, this is for you. Thank you.
Okay, next up we have the President's Award, and that will be presented to you by, you guessed it, CSC President George Willis.
For an organization such as the CSC, having an engaging and well-run online presence is a vital necessity. It is our identity, our character, and our essence put on display for the world to see. For it to be engaging and welcoming, it requires content developers who are tenacious and creative, with a strong sense of commitment to our society, qualities which are embodied by Carolyn Wong. A member since 1990, Carolyn has served on the CSC board as co-vice president and as a director ex officio. During its nascent period, Carolyn took charge of the CSC Facebook page, developing its directives and rules of engagement, heading up a team of administrators. Carolyn has kept the Facebook page on topic about the sea and about cinematography. Today, CSC Facebook boasts over 8,000 members. Carolyn is also the co-creator of CSC Instagram and its Instagram Stories feature. She also instituted the concept of guest host. This is when a CSC DP is literally handed the keys to the CSC Instagram to post whatever they desire over a 2-week period. This has treated CSC Instagram followers to front row seats, allowing them to observe and interact with the creme de la creme of Canadian cinematography, and perhaps more importantly, it provides a peek into the personalities of these artists and their motivations. It was an immediate hit that blasted CSC Instagram into the stratosphere. Today, it is followed by over 48,000 people, a brilliant feat thanks to Carolyn. She's the co-creator, producer, and interviewer of CSC podcasts, featuring cinematographers talking about their crafts and topics of the day. And if that's not enough, Carolyn is also the creator and administrator of CSC Twitter and Online Content Committee co-chair. The CSC is deeply indebted to Carolyn for her expertise, talent, and selfless contributions. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to ask you to please welcome to the stage the 2020 recipient of the President's Award, the remarkable Carolyn Wong.
This is from 2020, so this is kind of like time travel, right? So I actually lost my speech because it was 2 years ago, and then the pandemic hit, and that was it. I just want to, it's evolved. Our online sort of presence has really evolved. The pandemic kind of kicked it into gear, so it's really like all those wonderful things you said, but it's really different now. I will correct that the guest hosts cannot post whatever they feel like. It does have to be legitimate and legal, and I do tell them that. So I just want to let you guys know, right, if I hit you up. I don't know what else to say, that it's been a fun journey. I don't know whether this means I'm on the way out because I've got this. I'm not quite sure. So I'll just accept it and continue to embody, curating the guest host list. But, I do also want to thank, like, the past 2 years when the pandemic hit and everybody was home, working with Jeremy and Christina, like, we really kicked it into gear. And we spent a lot of time online and stuff like that together, so I want to thank those two wherever they are. I know I'm in table 5, but they're somewhere else. And then now that we have, like, Lucy on board and Francis, and Gail, we have a different machine now. Right, and so it's kind of great, and we're getting new volunteers and doing stuff, but at least the volunteers, like the core ones, we can actually back off a little bit, so it doesn't sort of consume our life. And we let those two, because they're staff, they can take care of it. I don't know what else to say. I sort of want to echo what Sarah had said in her speech about, uplifting and hiring women. So I would say to most cinematographers here, hire someone that doesn't look like you, and to the women cinematographers, hire someone that looks like you. That's what I had to. Okay, thank you. Oh, and thank my husband, Stephen, for long suffering as he does, and our son, Julian, who's here for the 2 desserts that he had. Right.
Congratulations, Carolyn. I hope you still have a job. Next up is the Bill Hilson Award for Outstanding Service Contributing to the Development of the Motion Picture Industry in Canada. The presenter of this award is one of Canada's top cinematographers who is a multiple CSC Award winner and an ACS winner. He's recently been filming his sci-fi series, Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities. Here now is CSC board member and CSC online content community co-chair, the remarkable and all-around nice guy, Jeremy Benning.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Allie. That was very nice. Thank you. I'd like to say that Walter Klassen has been a great friend and collaborator and colleague for the last 20-plus years of my career, which gives me great pleasure to be here tonight to present this next award. And what I'd like to say about what we're going to show is we were going to do this in 2020, but of course things happened, and we produced a video that was going to be shown in December, but that also got canceled. So we'd like to show a little piece of a film that we made to talk about Walter's life. Let's roll the video. The career of Walter Klassen has been such an eclectic, creative, and innovative one. One that combines the sensibilities of artist, leader, hippie, and engineer. He truly embodies the colorblind hippie, as he often refers to himself. Walter Klassen was born in Curitiba, Brazil in 1947. His family were German Mennonites who emigrated to Canada in 1956. The path he took in life that has led to his fantastic achievements in the Canadian film scene is remarkable. With his background in mechanical engineering and oil pipeline design, he departed from that career in the 1970s and spent nearly a decade touring and working in Europe. There he joined a hippie commune in Germany where he explored sculpting, molding, mask making, and leather making. When he returned to Toronto in 1978, he opened Asylum Studio, a leather store in the Beaches which sold clothing, bags, and other custom products. After several years of success with that store, he met Academy Award-winning special effects and makeup artist Michelle Burke and special effects designer Gord Smith. With this connection, Walter landed his first special effects job on the feature film April Fool's Day in 1986. In 1988, Walter opened a prop studio of his own, called Walter Klassen Effects. Since then, his team of designers have created hundreds of key props for television and film, including animatronics which put them on the map for acclaimed films such as To Die For, The Long Kiss Goodnight, Tommy Boy, and Ataranjarat, The Fast Runner. Walter and his team have risen to such great heights, known for their key props work on projects such as The Expanse, The Shape of Water, Shazam, Star Trek Discovery, Umbrella Academy, Handmaid's Tale, Titans, Suicide Squad, It, and many more. If that were not enough brilliance, Walter managed to create yet another significant contribution to the global motion picture industry, which is what brings us all here today. In the late 1990s, Walter began to tinker with ideas for camera-related support accessories. This is where my friendship and collaboration with Walter began. Steadicam operators at the time were coming to Walter for his expertise in leather and custom machining to improve upon the vests that they had, the design of which had remained relatively unchanged since its invention in the late 1970s. Operator Daniel Sauvé approached Walter with an idea for a new kind of vest. This led to the invention of the revolutionary back-mounted Steadicam harness. Before that, all Steadicam vests were front-mounted, meaning the stabilizing arm was attached to the operator's front torso. I was one of those early adopters in 1997 when I was only a few years into my Steadicam career. I went on to upgrade to the next generation of the harness a few years later. It made me a better operator in so many ways it's hard to quantify. My technique and career owe so much to Walter's alchemy of leather, carbon fiber, and steel. Since then, Walter and his team have custom fit and sold nearly 1,000 back-mounted harnesses to camera operators all around the world for some of the biggest projects on the planet. Not to mention the invention of the carbon head, camera sliders, Steadicam hard mounts, the far-out rig, and my personal favorite, the slingshot. The Canadian Society of Cinematographers is proud to bestow Walter Klassen with the Hilson Award for a lifetime of innovation, curation, and advancement of cinematography in Canada and the world. Walter, my friend, this is so well deserved. And now, a few of your friends have the following things to say for you.
Walter? Hey, Walter, there you are. Hey, congratulations on the Bill Hilson Award. So well deserved. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, and thanks so much for getting this old guy started back in the day.
When I started, I had a Klassen back mount vest number 17. I now have the privilege of back mount vest number 163.
And I have vest number 295. Thank you, Walter, so much for being so supportive, especially as a young and up-and-coming female Steadicam operator in Toronto, and being second generation in the Murphy family.
Yeah, so congratulations again, Walter. We're very happy for you, and thank you for everything that you've done.
Thank you so much.
Walter, it's your friend Brian Trebe calling. Wanted to send you a message of congratulations for winning the Hilson Award from the Canadian Society of Cinematographers for lifetime achievement to the film industry. This is so very well deserved, my friend, to you and your team for creating things that help us do what we need to do to the best of our abilities on film sets. And personally, I have benefited from your back mount Steadicam harness because it's allowed me to operate pain-free, which is so important, for more than 15 years, I would say, and has probably extended my career life for a good decade in good health. So for this, I'm very thankful. I know there are so many other people who are very thankful as well around the world. So again, congratulations to you, mein Freund, and all the best to you. So well deserved. I hope to see you soon. Be well.
Hey Walter, it's Dale Myrand. I want to congratulate you on this well-deserved award, and thanks so much for the Walter Klassen Carbon Head. I use it on every show I do. Steve Yedlin discovered both me and the head in 2009. It's been one of our favorite tools, and we have gone on to use it on every feature since then. Looper, San Andreas, Last Jedi, Rampage, and recently Knives Out. Significant portions of all of these films were shot on the Carbon Head. Thanks from all of us, and again, congratulations on your award.
Hi Walter, congratulations on your CSC Award. For everybody that doesn't know me, I'm Brad Roboska. I'm a Toronto-based Steadicam operator for the last 28 years. Around about 2000, I got called down to your shop down on Eastern Avenue to see this revolutionary new Steadicam harness, and as soon as I saw the prototype, I was like, it's great, it's going to be the future, it's going to extend everybody's careers. Here I am, 28 years in, and this is my original Walter Klassen harness. It's been redone and rebuffed a few times. It's still original parts, still original back, still original lip piece. It's been a 20-year solid performer. It's a great product, it's a great company, and you have been a great, great asset to the Toronto film community, sir. Thank you again.
Hey Walter, it's Jason Vieira, harness number 194. I know this harness has upgraded me to the next level, to Steadicam operating, to gimbal operating. Congratulations on your award today.
Hi Walter, congratulations on this much-deserved honor. I and many others before me owe a great debt of gratitude to you for allowing us to bring our crazy ideas to fruition. Hope you have a great night.
Congratulations, Walter, for receiving the Hilson Award from the CSC for a lifetime contribution to the film industry. My universal harness, number 318, is not just Steadicam gear, but a piece of art. It has saved my back so many times on long live TV shows, long Steadicam waters, carrying those heavy cameras. So congratulations again. You are a true pioneer of our local film industry.
I just wanted to send my congratulations to Walter Klassen for his receiving the Hilson Award. Well, I've known Walter for quite a while now, and he's helped me with 3 vests now I've got. Just want to say thanks to him and thanks for his team for really supporting me over the last probably 10 years, more than 10 years, 20 years. Geez, 20 years. Wow. Anyway, well done, Walter. Absolutely superb, and congrats. All the best from Chris.
You may not realize this, but you extended my career about 10 years, and this vest that you made might seem so simple, but it's a brilliant invention, and you're a brilliant inventor, and it's a marvelous addition to what I do. I couldn't live without it. I'd probably be retired, but I got another 10 years now. I just need another vest because it kind of stinks. Anyway, thank you.
Hello from the Paramount lot in Los Angeles, California. My name's Peter Rosenfeld. I'm a camera operator and a Steadicam operator. And you know how when you journey through this life and you come across people who have made a huge impact on your work and on your life? Walter Klassen and his harness right here, serial number 19, has done undoubtedly that. Walter's vision and inspiration to create this back-mounted harness has made my life better. It's made me a better Steadicam operator. After 20 years of operating Steadicam, I have 0 back problems. And in addition, working with his company through the years has been a pleasure. All his staff there have been so accommodating and so kind. Walter, thank you for your inspiration and your vision and your good nature. And dealing with your company has always been a pleasure and a great privilege for me. Thank you, and thank you to the CSC for recognizing him and awarding him the Bill Hilson. Thanks very much.
Hi Walter, Peter McCaffrey here from New Zealand. Congratulations on this well-deserved award. I'm delighted you've been recognised for your impact not just on the film industry, but all of us Steadicam operators worldwide. Thank you and your team for your support over the last 20 or more years. Congratulations, enjoy the evening.
Hi, my name is Sarah Mulholland and I am a camera operator in IATSE 667. I just wanted to congratulate Walter Klassen on his well-deserved award and just tell a little bit about how him and his gear have affected my career so far. My first show, Upgraded, was Little Dog in Newfoundland, and the operator there introduced me to the Walter Klassen vest with the double slingshot for handheld, and it was absolutely amazing. It changed my outlook on what I could do with handheld and operating. It was just so smooth and fluid. And then on the next show, I had to do some Ronin operating, and that was amazing. I already knew how to use it. It was very comfortable. Then I bought my own single shot here for a handheld show, my first 8-camera show. Amazing. I had to run around in the forest at night with a huge zoom, and it just gave me the capability to use one hand with the zoom stick while running around and not having to think about all the mechanics of everything. And then now I'm also getting to Steadicam, so trying the back-mounted vest has also recently changed how I look at Steadicam, and that's huge for me, as that is just a big monumental part of what I'm doing right now, and my training to be a better operator is to do Steadicam. So thank you, Walter Klassen, for all that you do, and everybody there has always been extremely helpful to me and not made me feel any different from anybody else. So I appreciate everything. Thank you.
Hey, Walter, recognize this? You came down to me in New York City about 20 years ago. You had something you wanted me to try. I had a few changes I wanted to make. I think you remember some of those. In any case, thank you, Walter, because I think I would have retired a couple years after that at the most. I was ready to end it all. It was too painful. You've given me another 20 years. Thank you, Walter. Love you.
And now, I would like to call Walter Klassen to the stage to receive the Canadian Society of Cinematographers Bill Hilson Award for outstanding service and contribution to the motion picture industry in Canada. Walter, come on up here.
You guys are going to make me cry. Thank you. When I first heard about the award, being the sort of recluse, shy guy, I was sort of angry because I had a perfect record for 74 years. No award, no trophy, no nothing. And then I went and visited with Hank Vanderkolk a few years ago, and he showed me his award, his Hilson Award. Hank was one of the founders of TIFF, and he talked about how honored he was to have it. And then I thought, how could I be mad at Jeremy? He's helped me so much. And then I hear all this here. I feel a bit embarrassed, actually. Thank you, everyone. CSC. It's my first award, so I guess I'll remember it. Sort of like losing your virginity. Again, thank you, CSC, but I'd also like to thank my crew, all the people who worked so hard to make me look good. Thank you, everyone. Almost forgot the reason why I was here. Thank you, everyone.
One more time for Walter, everybody. I would have taken it home. I mean, that's fine. Our next presenter is Claudine Sauvé. She is a gifted and much sought-after cinematographer whose images have been likened to poetry, exuding layers of meaning. Her work is often lauded, garnering numerous award nominations and wins in Quebec and English Canada. She is a CSC board member and was the driving force behind the new look of Canadian Cinematographer magazine, which has now become a work of art in itself. Here to present the prestigious Masters Award is the very talented Claudine Sauvé.
It is with emotion and gratitude. Oh, I think Walter, you're taller than me. And nervosity, that I have the privilege to honor tonight with you one of our greatest Canadian talents, Jean-Claude Labrec. Jean-Claude Labrec was a great cinematographer born in Quebec City. He was also a great director, screenwriter, editor, producer, and apparently actor too, once. With his acute sense of historical destiny and visual dexterity, Monsieur Labrec captured images of our Quebec history with patience and artistry tout au long de sa vie. From Charles de Gaulle's famous Vive le Québec libre to the Olympics, Les Nuits de la Poésie, ice canoe races, we owe him a lot of political and cultural precious national archives. Early in his career as a cinematographer, Monsieur Labrec became associated with a group of young creative and inventive filmmakers that would shape our Quebec cinema, shooting some of the most impressive, innovative, and beautiful black and white films from the 60s. À tout prendre, de Claude Jutras, La vie heureuse de Léopold Z, de Gilles Carle, Entre la mer et l'eau douce, de Michel Brault, Le règne du jour, de Pierre Perrault, and one of my favorite, Le chat dans le sac, de Gilles Groux. I think I watched it 12 times when I was a kid, well, in my 20s. In an interview, I heard him saying that they shot this film in 5 days and a half. Think about it. 5 days and a half to create a film which has left an important imprint on memories of generations and generations. Pretty impressive. Tous ces cinéastes, dont Jean-Claude Labrec, ont largement influencé nos images et nos lumières d'aujourd'hui. Monsieur Labrec also made his directorial debut in 1965 with the stunning short film 60 Cycles, about a long-distance bicycle race along the St. Lawrence River in Quebec. The film is described as a virtual compendium of camera techniques that included the first ever use of a NASA-developed 1,000 millimeter lens. I was like, wow. 60 Cycles won 22 international and domestic awards, establishing Monsieur Labrec as one of Canada's most inventive filmmaker talents. This adventure started in the NFB parking lot, where he tested that strange, huge lens that he noticed sleeping in a corner at the NFB, sitting there on concrete blocks. That's what he said. As a drama director, Jean-Claude Labrec's films were historically in perspective, accented with unique, groundbreaking flares of documentary technique, as highlighted in his critically acclaimed feature, Les Vautours, about the end of the Maurice Duplessis years in Quebec. Monsieur Labrec's long and prolific career spanned nearly 60 years, during which he directed more than 50 films and was the cinematographer on another 70. Monsieur Labrec garnered many accolades from his vast body of work and his contribution to Quebec and Canada cultures. He is the recipient of many, many, many awards for his outstanding artistic achievement and fut nommé Chevalier de l'Ordre national du Québec and the Order of Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a few minutes to admire a tiny part of our colleague Jean-Claude Labrec's huge body of work and artistry.
On avait des boîtes carrées pour les peinturées blanches. On envoyait une lumière pour adoucir un peu, parce que tout était trop dur, tu comprends? Il éclairait beaucoup, puis ça mettait une lumière, comme font encore les vieux photographes, pour les yeux. Pour qu'il y ait un point dans les yeux. C'est bien important que tous les comédiens, comédiennes que j'ai tournés, j'aurais toujours mis un point dans les yeux pour que c'est une brillance qui se passe. Il y a quelque chose de beau qui se passe. Alors ça, je faisais toujours ça.
I would have loved to personally end the CSC Master Award to Jean-Claude Labrec, but sadly, Monsieur Labrec passed away on May 31st, 2019. J'aimerais donc aujourd'hui, ce soir, le remettre à son fils, Martin Labrec.
It's the first time I do a speech in English, so please bear with me. Jean-Claude Labrec's cinematographic work can be seen in 3 acts. They were the image that traveled through the land. They have been the image that scrutinized the face shaped by this land. They have been the image capturing the poetry of the words spoken by the people living on this vast land. His entire life, he explored, observed, and listened with his camera. Together, they were one. His image stand out for their modernism, their audacity, and their poetry. He would have been very proud to be here tonight. Proud to know that his way of seeing the world is celebrated by his peers. As a kid, I could spend hours going through his collection of American cinematographers. He had them all since 1957, all well organized in binding folders and in numerical order. We ended the subscription when he left us 3 years ago. Let me tell you, it's a lot of magazines to move out. So yes, Jean-Claude loved the craft of filmmaking, and he could talk about all of the aspects of it for hours. But one of the things he loved the most was talking about lenses, frames, lights, and shutter speed. He was a real geek. Even until the end in his hospital room, he was explaining to me where he could place the camera to film the nurse coming in. Like many artists, he has gone through moments of doubt and questioning. However, for him to be part of a family is important. That is what you are offering him tonight, being part of a family of accomplished cinematographers. Tonight, you give credit to his persistence, determination to film in his own way. To the Canadian Society of Cinematographers, to all the members, and to all of you. The 3 sons, Francis, Jérôme, and myself, Martin, thank you, in the name of our Father, for this award, which marks in a significant way the journey of a passionate man. We are very honored. Thank you very much.
Our final presenter of the evening is an award-winning writer and director who's been praised for her strong storytelling and striking cinematic imagery. Her work has been seen on 5 continents and featured in American Cinematographer magazine, and her television credits include The Handmaid's Tale and, more recently, the top-rated action crime series In the Dark. Here to present the Half-Hour Scripted Series Award, the Dramatic Series Cinematography Award Commercial, and Dramatic Series Cinematography Award Non-Commercial is the extraordinary Annie Bradley.
We'd like to thank all of you, the incredible breadth of talent in this room and across this country. It's so encouraging to see our cinematographers, blooming and growing in the world stage. And it's long overdue. You are our greatest creative collaborators, and you always elevate our vision, so thank you. The nominees for Half-Hour Scripted Series Cinematography are
Half-Hour Scripted Series Cinematography. David A. Macon, CSC, What We Do in the Shadows, A Farewell.
She doesn't care much for grown-up food either.
Guillermo, do we have a... Oh, okay. Bon appetit. Your wish is my command.
There you go. And voila, chicken nuggets for the young lady with a side of spaghetti with only butter.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we need the name of your chef, babe. Do you have any ranch?
Ranch for the human consort.
Oh my God, she's loud.
Paul Sarasi, CSC, ASC, BSC. Guilty Party, Crazy Bitches Who Kill.
What are you doing? You followed me. You tracked me down and you followed me? Well, guess what, George? You picked a shit time to follow me.
Shut up. If you need a witness, I saw the whole thing. She's clearly nuts.
Yeah, it's okay. It's under control. Thank you, sir. I'm not nuts. He's a criminal. I said... Call the police. Shut the fuck up.
I wonder what that letter was about.
Jason Weber, Mallory Towers,
Maybe she's a
The
spy.
Stray.
And they're her new orders. I doubt spies would be using headed letter paper. Ron, do you know who Mr. Spiess is?
The only Spiess I know is a solicitor in the village.
So he deals with legal things?
Of course. Why?
Doesn't matter. Miss Grayling is talking to a solicitor. Do you think that means she's in trouble?
And the award goes to Paul Sarasi. Paul can't be here this evening, but accepting for him is his daughter, Elia Sarasi.
Thank you so much. Yeah, my dad couldn't make it here tonight, but he wanted me to thank a few people for him. So thank you to Panavision. Thank you to Bridget Bennett and the amazing team of Rebecca Adelman, Marty Keogh, Woody Woodgate, Luke Towers, and of course my mom, Geraldine O'Ra. Thank you.
The nominees for Dramatic Series Cinematography Commercial are
Dramatic Series Cinematography Commercial.
Tell me if this is too tight, Mr. Drex.
Nicolas Balduc, CSC. The North Water. We men are wretched things.
Well, Brownlee has decided the matter is closed anyway. And unless the boy changes his mind, nothing more can be done.
So that's the end of it?
Probably.
Marc Laliberté, CSC. Clarice, motherless child.
Get out! Stop lying to me! You know him! I don't! Go! Go where? He's everywhere! He's everywhere except here, and that doesn't make any sense. Everybody thinks it's cool or funny. These monsters.
Jackson Peril, Surreal Estate, pilot. Claudine Sauvé, CSC. Why? The Last Man. My mother saw a monkey.
355! Help! Help!
Brendan Stacy, CSC. Clarice. Silence is purgatory.
Wait. Hey! Naomi! Naomi!
And the award goes to Brendan Stacy.
It's really fantastic to be here in person with everybody tonight. I've missed everybody a lot. It's really good to see you all. It's really exciting. It's like, there are so many people here that I want to spend more time with, and I've missed you all so much. And there are so many people I've met tonight as well. I know this is not what this is about, but I'm just really excited about it. Thank you so much. This is like a total shock. I love everybody in this category so much. This was the first project I think was the first project I did at the beginning of the pandemic, and it was all fragile, and we didn't know what we were doing and how it was going to work. And the people I worked with became the only people I saw because we were all in isolation, and this was like my family, and these people became like my only social life. And thank everybody on that crew so much for making it such a pleasant experience, especially my camera department who We ate together on the truck, 3 or 4 of us at a time, because that's how big the truck was. And those were like the best moments of this early pandemic experience. Thank you to Glenn Keenan for inviting me to do this, and for Mark for joining me on this journey, and to Claudine for helping us out with this, and for putting up with the absurd specificity of some of my requests. And thank you to Sessler. Thank you, Pam, so much for everything. How complicated it is to like raise children who are at home suddenly from school, and then to have a husband who goes off and makes TV at the same time. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
And the nominees for Dramatic Series Cinematography, Non-Commercial.
Dramatic Series Cinematography, Non-Commercial. Daniel Grant, CSC, Station 11, Goodbye, My Damaged Home.
Goodbye, Frank.
David Green, CSC ASC, Chapelwaite, The Promised.
Son of a bitch.
Marc Laliberté, CSC, American Gods, Tears of the Wrath-Bearing Tree. Boris Moyovsky, CSC ASC, Titans, Home.
I'm sure he had it coming.
That's the thing. He didn't.
Were you high?
It's no excuse.
I've done a lot of bad things high, too. A lot of things. My advice, there's only one place they forgive stuff like that. Home. Time's up, sweetie.
Tico Poulakakis, CSC, Foundation, Upon Awakening.
And the award goes to Tico Poulakakis.
Tico is off in Europe shooting season 2 of Foundation, so he could not be here. I have a speech from him as well. Tico would like to thank the CSC for this honor, his amazing crew, without whom making the show would not have been possible, showrunner David Goyer, phenomenal production designer Rory Chain, and the generous people at the Atlas Lens Company, the inspirational and often awe-inspiring talent of the CSC, my incredible agents at Sessler, thank you. Okay, and this part might make me cry a little bit. The late, great Derek Van Lint, who is still a mentor, even from the great beyond, and my brave, patient, and endlessly supportive family. And I just want to say, because I also rep Derek, that's a really special tribute, and that's from Tico. Thank you.
One more time for all the winners and nominees, everybody. Congratulations. This has been such an amazing evening. I want to thank the CSC for having me and all of you for listening. How about a round of applause for yourselves? Yes. You've been a wonderful audience. While I'm saying goodbye, there is still a bit more business for everyone else, so please welcome once again CSC President George Willis to the stage.
Like I said at the top of the show, it's really great to be back in person, and in spite of some restrictions, what an incredible show this has been. Allie, you've been a spectacular host. You made me at the ringmaster's job look far too easy with your wit and your humor. Let's have a huge round of applause, everyone, to show our appreciation for Allie Pearce, one talented and very funny lady. I would also like to offer my congratulations to tonight's winners and all the nominees. Your work is superb and stellar. All of you are a boon to our craft and industry, and I say well done and thank you for all your work. I would now like to take a moment to acknowledge some of the people who made this evening's gala possible. First off, a huge kudo and thank you to CSC Chief Executive Officer Susan Saranchuk and her amazing crew, not only for the spectacular awards gala, but for their efforts in keeping the society well-oiled and primed all year long. I humbly tip my hat to Paddy Guider, Gail Pico, Francis Luther, Lucy Kayamov, and Karen Longman. You're all amazing people. Thank you. Also, a very special thank you to the incomparable Penny Wattier, CSC Vice President, Central Canada, for your expertise and hard work in helping to produce this year's awards gala. You've added a wonderful touch to the proceedings that could only come from you. Now, this evening is also an anniversary of sorts for a very important behind-the-scenes person. 10 years ago, we streamed the awards gala live for the first time, and directing that show and every other gala show since then has been Ian McLaren. Thank you, Ian. Finally, a heartfelt shout out to someone who has gone beyond the call of duty. Awards Gala production manager Sydney Condras, who has been fulfilling her duties and providing instruction from her bed at home. She had COVID. And tonight, I think some of you may have seen her here. I think she came up to just to check to see what we were doing and whether things were going according to plan. And she's left now, I guess, to go and have some rest. So Sid, get well. We're rooting for you. Thank you.